Now you might say to me, Miles, well, hey, listen, aren't you transferring this into the name of someone else? Didn't you say that in the beginning? And I would say, yeah, you are 1,000% correct. You are transferring it into the name of another entity, which is the trust, right? And this person's name is no longer, the individual's name is no longer on the title. So if they did a title search for that property, they would not see your name. They would see the name of the trust. They wouldn't even see the name of the beneficiary or the name of, the name of the beneficiary. They're not gonna see any of that. They're just gonna see the trustee's name. That's it, okay? And then they'll just, you sign, you get it notarized, you get a legal description for the property, which you can pull that parcel description offline. You add it to this and you keep it in your file cabinet. You're not filing this with any state regulatory situation, none of that. You keep this. This is the beauty of it. No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. Okay? Nobody. All right, so let's get back over here. I wanna go into some of these questions here. So who should the beneficiary be? I kind of already went through that. We know that the beneficiary should be an LLC. It should, when you're gonna do this, Doc, I'm gonna explain to you, it's gonna be the owner of the property, the individual, right? They're gonna be the beneficiary on this. You're gonna have another document, which is them assigning their beneficiary interest over to the entity that you want. But in the event that you have to show your trust documents, and let me be clear about this, in the event that you have to show your trust documents, it better show that person who's supposed to be on that loan or on that deed, their name is the beneficiary interest, or a family trust, a trust, it could be another trust that they are a beneficiary of. Does that make sense? Or their family. If you ever have to show that document, that's the document that's gonna save. The assignment of beneficiary interest, which we'll go over next, that assignment is them granting their beneficiary interest over to your entity. And you keep that also in the file until it's time to close it, like sell it, refinance it, whatever you're gonna do. Until it's time for that to occur, you just have that sitting away. Again, no one's gonna know who owns the property. No one's gonna know unless they do a super, super deep search. And we'll talk about how you protect yourself from a lot of that as well. You minimize yourself from that. As long as you're not doing any criminal activity, you're good to go, right? So getting back over here into some of the good questions that we had. So again, it's you're gonna create a land trust, you get a trustee, and then the beneficiary, which would be you or the person you got it from, and then they're transferring it into an LLC, right? And that's the assignment of beneficiary interest. And we'll go over that in here in a second. Now, here's some common mistakes I wanted to share with you as well. A lot of people really mess up when it comes to this kind of stuff. And, I want to make sure that you get really good at what it is you need to do with this. Hold on one moment. I got a couple questions I really want to get to. I've got a couple questions. This is a really long one here. All right. So in a sub-2 deal, do we need to inform the beneficiary or seller to know that the property or trust was transferred? The answer would be no. Do we need to just report it to the insurance company? The answer to that would be yes. So you don't need to inform that person at all. Again, one of the reasons they don't need to be informed. So when you've got your sub-2 deal, one of the things that I recommend, as we spoke a little bit about, Ricky, which we'll be doing this week, is putting in place a servicing company. Why have a servicing company? Having a servicing company in place is going to add a lot of credibility to what you're doing, especially when you're talking to people that you're trying to build rapport from when you're doing sub-2 deals. It also takes a lot of reporting responsibility off of you, meaning, well, this person 2 years from now, they signed a deal with you on the sub-2 deal. 2 years from now, they want to go get another house. Their mortgage broker tells them they can't buy a house because they've got this one on there already, and it's destroying their debt to income ratio, which is ruining their chances from getting a loan. Well, that mortgage broker doesn't know, because they're going to tell them, hey, I did a sub-2 deal. It's rented out, whatever. It's being paid for. They don't know. So what he's going to do is call the servicing company, request a report. They're going to send them a report, and He's going to send that over to the broker, who's going to give it to the underwriter, who's going to give them 75% of whatever that mortgage is. They're going to take that off of their debt to income ratio, which will more than likely put them back in the running for a house. Okay. Mortgage brokers, a lot of them don't know this. And for those of you that have been working with me, when we're talking to real estate agents, they don't know these things. They're getting an education from us, right? Most of them don't even pay attention. So we just keep moving. So I hope I was able to answer your question there, sir. Hope I was able to answer your question there. And one more question, I'm gonna jump right back into the documents. Boss, hey May, boss, hope you can make a live regarding novations. Yes, I will. Novations are, let me get a little sip of water behind that one. Such good water. I'm giving you everything you need to find success as a real estate investor. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel and like this video. See you later.